Good afternoon, viewer. Welcome to Simple Facts History. Today, we're at the oldest livery hall in the City of London. Not the oldest company, but the oldest hall. Where are we? Stay tuned. So today, we are in the Apothecaries Hall. It is the oldest city livery hall in the City of London. This is contested, however, by both stationers and inn holders, but we definitely are the oldest. So we are currently in what was part of the shop arrangement that closed in 1920. But before we discuss what's in here, let's sit down and actually discuss how Apothecaries Hall came to be. So let's think about the beginnings of the apothecaries. We all know that they received their charter from King James I in 1617, but they are considerably older than that. In 1178, they were known as the Guild of Pepperers. Now, they basically traded very exotic spices in from the Far East, the Middle East, parts of North Africa, parts of Europe, and were trading a lot of it straight into London. At the same time, so were also the Guild of Spicers. So it made sense that these two joined together and called themselves the Guild of Pepperers and Spicers. In between all of that time, they basically roamed up all the peripatetic apothecaries that were in the area, and in 1438, they were granted a royal charter and called themselves the Worshipful Company of Grocers. Worshipful Company of Grocers now. Why grosser? They were trading on gross, huge quantities. So they weren't per se merchants, they were actually traders. And they made an awful lot of money. Now, they continued to make a lot of money, and the apothecaries at that point were known as apothecary grocers. In 1615, they decided that they wanted to go their own way and formulate their own worshipful company, and this did not go as they expected. The court of the grocers were furious with Gideon de Laune, who was the man who instigated this, and refused his petition. So 2 years later, Gideon de Laune decided, as he was the royal apothecary to Queen Anne of Denmark, to utilise his influence with her. She then had a chat with King James I. King James I agreed and basically said some very unpleasant things about the grocers, which a gentleman is not going to repeat, but said that the apothecaries are a mystery. And that means they are a trade with skills in them in their own right. He granted them a licence, and here we are. He also gave us the honour of being called Worshipful Society. We are the only livery society in the whole of the city, and that gives us the description of being learned. And the rest, as they say, is history. Today, we still involve ourselves very much with doctors, nurses, the medical practice. We have pharmacists, we have many doctors, and we have a huge faculty of education as well. So we're doing very, very well. If you like this video, click like, share and subscribe. Thank you.